All right, yesterday we told you about the history of Frying Pan Tower off the Brunswick County coast and why it was built more than 50 years ago.
The tower is filled with relics of the past, lots of rusting parts, and even some missing pieces.
One man is on a mission with a small army of volunteers working to fix that.
Voyage to Frying Pan, brought to you by Rigged and Ready Fishing Charters and Fishing Center.
What do you do today? I just hung out.
For more than a decade, Richard Neal has been protecting,
Coming up.
preserving,
Let's go in the store.
and restoring Frying Pan Tower.
I have a difficult time focusing on any one particular task, so thank God there's 50 different projects ongoing out here at once.
At any given moment, you may see Neal hanging or climbing to fix or adjust just about anything.
Everything from repairing the railing to trying to get the subsea structure or the supports underneath this or patching a tank so it holds the water to painting one of the rooms.
How would you describe Richard?
Richard is uniquely adaptive to anything that is thrown at him.
What do Neal and the tower have to adapt to the most? Salt. The tower is safe, but there are parts of it that are roped off. There are pieces that are coming off. Thanks. And there are areas that are rusting away. What are some of the major things that need to be done?
If you come up to the tower at the water level, you're gonna see, hey, those pipes that are right about 12 feet, one of them's missing, and that is true. It's an area that's rotting away.
While Neal knows what needs to be done and how to do it, he doesn't expect anyone who wants to volunteer to.
People will contact me, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to weld. I'm like, you don't understand. I want this, your head and your heart.
He just needs you to show up. And people do, from all over. This is awesome.
I just remember a young British lady. She came over here, she left her family and her new baby, said, I just feel drawn to the tower. And by the time she left, she was welding. And we were actually using it up here, moving things around. And she's like, I'm part of that tower. That's so important to me.
There are hundreds of people who are now part of the tower, including Captain Scott Tinney. He drove us here by boat, a drive he's been making since 2016.
My brother found it and wanted to bring a load out and knew I had a boat, so we did it and it's gone from there.
Because restoring doesn't just happen on the tower.
I seem to be more of the fuel guy for some reason. You know, yesterday we carried batteries out. We've carried the refrigerator, the grill, generators back and forth. There's always a need to have stuff out here, of course, and the only way to get it here is in a boat.
And whether you're a long-time or a first-time volunteer, it's easy to see that Neal is the head and the heart of the tower, keeping its mission alive.
I really don't think anybody could have pulled it off quite the way he has. He loves it, you know. It's just, it's what he wants to do.
Come on, boys.
And being a part of that mission will make you feel alive.
Who's ready?
Richard is just so awesome, and we're going to have much more on how you can volunteer, how you can donate to be a part of a restoration raffle, and also what it's like to actually stay on the tower. That's coming up on Friday. But before that, Sydney Bushell is actually going to show us more on how the tower keeps boaters, divers, and others safe off our coast, including a really cool new rescue device. That's going to be tonight.
It's just so cool to see these stories each day, and I hadn't really thought about it the way he described, where once you work on it, you kind of become part of the tower.
Yeah.
I think it's just really cool to think about.
And there's so many different stories about the people who have become a part of the tower. They also honor people who have helped and who have since died. And so there are just so many different pieces of this tower. And Jeff said last night, he texted me and he said it made the tower feel like a human. Like
yeah. I understand that.
It's the heart of the ocean out there. But there's more to tell, and it continues tonight at 6 o'clock.
Well, I'm excited for that.